What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Scarpino, alongside the second best baby blues in all of San Francisco, Forbes 30 Under 30, and the man who understands pigeons.
True.
Mr. Tim Gettys.
That's him host, I guess.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing fantastic. This is going to be a good one. There's an energy already, and I am feeling it. Nick.
Here's how I texted you. I said, Tim, where are you coming to the studio to watch the Super Bowl? And you say, no, my flight has been delayed coming out of Vegas. And I was like, that's it. Radio silence.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear the story of your insane anniversary weekend.
Fun stuff.
With 1G at Tap Harris. But before I get to that, of course, to my left, Blessing Adeoye Jr.
Can't keep putting Montoya through this.
We got to talk about Montoya.
He's been through enough.
Andy missed the whole saga.
I don't know who Montoya is, and I don't know. Wasn't your wedding, how was your anniversary?
Of meeting Gia.
10 years. It's been 10 years. When you meet someone, that's the first moments.
Yeah.
And then
This is why
count
it's
down
great
from
being
that
single,
until
you and I,
die.
Andy. Because, how many anniversaries do these guys need?
Well, I'm taking the one. We're only celebrating, the when we met. So we're not celebrating our wedding.
Really?
All right.
Really?
Nah. Fuck that noise.
Okay.
Oh.
Because this is like that. This is like the one time that Greg told us that he was gonna be. We were doing a Kind of Funny podcast bus, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be out that day because we're celebrating Ben's 9-month birthday." Yeah. Or 9-month whatever.
I remember
that. Me and Nick were like, "What are you gonna do for the 10-month?" And so I thought Tim's doing an anniversary on this day. They're doing another anniversary for the first time they ate waffles.
Yeah. See, no. We ain't like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk shit about anybody else. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But we're not like that. You gotta choose the one that you do.
Yeah.
And we committed. Originally, we wanted to do our wedding to match our actual anniversary. We want to do it in February, but that just didn't work out timing wise. So yeah, we're just gonna pretend that the June date didn't happen.
Because you got my birthday and that kind of
exactly. I always want to celebrate around and
like when you put this game's got to push their game because Grand Theft Auto's coming out that day.
You're the GTA 6 of birthdays.
I sure am.
I often think about that.
Sure am.
Of course, that man's voice over there is the Texas Street Latino Heat. Clicking heads and ripping sheds. The nitro rifle. I forgot the last part, Andy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I also had a weird kind of airport thing going on.
You just came from an airport, clearly.
Well, we'll talk about it.
I saw part of this happen.
You get on at the airport?
It is, yeah.
I just want to say before I move on to the rigmarole.
Well, blessings
because
to you.
We have. I already.
He did.
Fuck.
I go in order.
Nick doesn't know a nickname for me, so it was very quick.
I don't know what they call it, the future gaming. What's your nickname?
They call me. Greg now calls me the New York games. I also have Forbes 30 Under 30, so you can just go with that.
Yeah.
Redundant though.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll do yours 30 and 30, and then I'll make some bullshit up for Tim. How about
I
that?
appreciate that.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You're more important to me in my life.
Thank
You're
you.
also just more comfortable talking shit about me. So you'll just come up with whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Whereas you're scared of Blessing.
I'm not scared of Blessing. I just don't want to scare Blessing off of doing content.
Exactly. Okay,
with me.
yeah, I get that.
Because I enjoy when he's on
It is
content.
a pleasure to have him here.
Blessing brings a spice and a little heat to the content.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to talk about shit that I want to talk about, but you never let me talk about. We're going to talk about Montoya today.
Oh, we got to talk about Montoya. We got to talk about
fun.
Montoya.
I've been the one holding Nick back from talking about
holding
reality TV.
Me back. Andy.
Oh, it's a reality TV.
We got to
thing.
do
definitely
me and Nick got to do a one-on-one Kind of Funny podcast.
Yes.
And surprise people by how much in common that.
Oh my God.
So much in common.
Because we're gonna talk about Psych.
Psych.
We're gonna talk
Monk.
about Insecure.
100%.
We're gonna talk about our favorite stand-up
Pretty much the entire
comedians.
USA.
If it was a show on USA
And then the mid-2010s that we'd love to bring us.
that then came back on Netflix or Hulu or some bullshit.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about all of this, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, I want to thank our illustrious Patreon producers. We have James Hastings, Casey Andrew, Casey Kern, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Karen Lidner. You are all incredible. And of course, today's episode of this show is brought to you by BetterHelp, Shady Rays, and Rocket Money. We're going to talk about that a little later. Hey, if you're a patron, by the way, the platinum tier this month is the ASOF.
It is.
And it is amazing. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, love is in the air, and so is a pasta. A pasta. Andy, do it for me. A pasta.
I can finally make the joke about Porty passed away. Because it happened during our meeting when they were like, "Yeah, we're making a Porty pasta." I was like, "He passed it away,"
I missed that.
and
So
Greg
good.
laughed like some of the hardest laugh I've ever seen him do. And it's like I haven't been able to say that out loud because I didn't want to spoil what the thing was.
That's why you didn't say
We
it out
passed it
loud.
away.
It's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Porty, of course, passed it away some time ago, and we're not really celebrating that. We're celebrating Porty with the Portellini pasta. We've partnered with Tony and the good folks over at Mill Valley Pasta Co. to launch the Portellini, a dachshund-shaped pasta made especially for us and named after our favorite furry friend. Grab a box and a bundle, which also includes by the way, the cheese mix is really, really good. Trust us. And we have a new merch line going along with that, including some of the historic old school vintage Porty t-shirts, like this heavyweight t-shirt. We have another one down there as well, along with the brand new merch line of Portillo merch. And we are finally selling the remainders of the Portillo kids book. You can scroll down there and see that, Kevin. That's right there. Portillo, the wiener dog, thinks he's a manatee. These are probably the last one we're going to do for a very, very long time. So if you guys want this right now, head on over to kindoffunny.com/store and get yourself something to eat and something to read and maybe something cozy to wear.
The Portellini or Portelloni?
Portelloni.
Okay.
I didn't want to correct him.
Yeah.
It says Portellini in what Joey wrote.
Oh, on the website.
The
it says
website says Portelloni.
Portelloni.
Okay.
Because like I think
Portillo.
Portellini.
Potato,
Portelloni.
potato.
Portillo.
Potato.
I think Portellini implies that it's tortellini. And that's
Portelloni implies that it's tortellini, which is also a thing.
Oh, I did not know that was
Yeah,
also a thing.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
What
Tortellini,
the fuck,
tortelloni.
tortelloni?
Tortelloni is it's like a. Let's look it up actually.
Yeah.
I think I saw somebody earlier
No, you're okay.
in our chat mention that like ini means small and oni means big.
Big. Yeah, it does.
No way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So tortellini is a little
Eeny,
tiny
meeny,
one.
miny, mo.
Tortelloni is like a big stuffed kind of shell looking thing.
Recently, me and Bless got real hyped on some tortellinis. I didn't
We
even
did.
realize tortellonis were an option.
I don't think we ever talked about the fact that like
Tortellini.
after the tortellini moment on KFGD, we immediately ordered tortellini for lunch.
I mean, they're the same thing. it
And
looks
when I
like.
tell you that shit hit,
That shit hit.
it was real good.
Anything that is a pasta that's stuffed with something is
Mhm.
intriguing to me, Andy.
Mm. Like a ravioli. Holy
But is there a
cannoli.
ravioli? You know, I want a giant ravioli.
There is.
Holy
They actually do make. I've seen giant raviolis before. Look like a little pillow.
Yeah.
technology's there, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is the Kind of Funny podcast where each and every week, 3, 4, or 5, sometimes best friends gather around this table, each bringing
Nailed it.
topics for your amusement. And today we have a whopper. It's just, we're going to call it what this is. This is going to be a horny ass
The
podcast.
Oh.
Montoya cast.
Okay. We got to start with Montoya.
We got to start.
We
with
gotta
Montoya.
start
We
with
gotta
Montoya.
educate Andy Cortez.
Yeah, I need
Do
to
we
know.
have links that we can? Mike can send us some links. Mike! Mike has a bunch of links. He's got the full
Like,
thing.
that's a bunch of links.
You're gonna be surprised when you see the links this guy's got.
This guy's got
so
so
many
many links. If he'd stop playing this knockoff magic game that you guys are playing in there, Mike, I need links.
literally
Mike's
magic.
walking in like Vince McMahon.
I
Like,
need links to the Montoya saga, Mike.
Oh, I'll get you the Montoya. You know about Montoya?
No, I don't know what Montoya is.
Did you know that I missed you a lot? How you doing?
That's not what I'm
Like,
asking.
you know, I haven't got to spend some good time with you. I thought about you.
Why didn't you come to the Super Bowl hangout?
I wanted to go to Spices instead. I love you. I'll send you the Montoya.
so here's what I just
Does
want
he
to
know
let
we're recording?
God.
I don't think it matters
I want
to him.
everyone watching at home to know that this is going to be a video-centric episode. If you're an audio listener, it'll still be enjoyable. But I have a
We're
feeling
not going to show the
we're
Montoya.
not showing the
video.
Montoya.
We're gonna
I'm
show you
just
some of the
prepping for
Montoya.
There's going to be some other stuff coming up that there's going to be videos. I'm just giving a warning here, but it's going to be a fun one. But starting with the Montoya stuff, I'm saying all this because we should not watch the Montoya stuff on this. But I do want Andy to watch the Montoya stuff so you can hear, and we'll describe to you, audio listeners, what is happening as it comes up.
So the
You can
Montoya.
slack me the link. I could watch it
Well,
on my
Mike's
phone.
going to slack it to control right now. I
Okay,
think. I don't
okay.
know if he understood what I was asking him to do. It's possible he leaves me hanging here. I walk in this morning, and Mike, of course, is prepping Mike and Nick in the afternoon, the internet, the show that's taking Twitch by sensation. And he starts talking to me about the Montoya, this Montoya saga, right? Which is a gentleman who's on Temptation Island. I want to say Spain, whatever
Okay.
the Spanish version of it is, on Netflix. This poor guy, Andy. This poor sexy Spaniard Montoya.
Okay.
They sit him in front of a monitor and they ostensibly go, watch as your girlfriend cheats on you live in this mansion that's the love mansion that's across the bay from them. Okay. He's freaking out. He's like, don't do this to me. You're ruining my life. This girl who is the love of his life. Of course, they're like 22, so
Isabella.
everything. Isabella is
Of
just
course
in
that's
bed
her
with
name.
this guy who's licking her lips.
I didn't need you to rub your lips. You're telling me.
And at first, Andy, he licks the lips, and she does one of those things where she kind of stops for a second, but you can tell she's kind of into it. And so she kind of licks the lips back. Then it cuts back, and this dude who's in a tiny little banana hammock, little speedo.
Who's he?
He's tatted. I call him Tat Guy. I don't know what his name is. I don't
Okay.
watch the show. He gets up and he's got a little boner. He's got a boner owner, but they cut away from that.
Motoroni.
Okay, the little Totoroни down there.
Bonerini.
Bonerini,
If
right?
it's under 5 inches.
He gets up and he gets up and he turns the lights off, and now we go to the sexy mode, Tim, which is the infrared.
Wait, can I ask? Is Temptation Island is there an American version on Netflix, or is this a specific? I don't know.
I
anything
mean, I
about
have to imagine
reality
it's our
shows.
Love Island. Don't we have a Love
They're
Island on
totally
Netflix?
separate, but
It's
also
all the
like-
same shit to me.
yeah.
Mike,
I mean,
what are
a
you
bit
doing?
It is, but
So it's not
Mike,
part
get
of-
him. I need you to narrate this. You're the one that knows the story the
What
best.
is-
All right, don't
All right.
show this to everyone, but maybe show it to everyone.
Oh, dude,
you've seen
I
this
have
a million times on social media, right?
no, I have not.
Oh, what?
Oh.
I have not.
Taking
but,
the world by storm.
But the glare in the monitor looked like there was no clothing on this.
No. They got the they're all wearing the.
And so like I couldn't see it. And I was like,
I mean,
man,
there's a
that's an
reason we're not-
ass, dude.
There's a reason we're not showing y'all this. Okay?
I think Kevin might be showing everyone.
No,
this.
no, I'm not sure.
Okay,
just
okay.
us.
Yeah,
so we're gonna
yeah,
narrate this. Mike, take it
Shouldn't
away.
be just you guys. Oh wait, Mike. What? I didn't see what you were on. Hold on. Wow.
He's on 10. He's on 10. Mike 10. Mike
There you
10.
go, Mike. You're hot.
Andy, this is clip 1 of 2
Okay.
of Montoya's saga here on Love Island.
Temptation Island.
Temptation Island. Yes. I titled this Bongos. We watched Montoya here watching his girlfriend.
So that's not
getting-
Montoya.
That's not Montoya.
That's not
Montoya is
Montoya.
not the
That's
gentleman
not.
underneath
She
this
is
woman with a
currently
nice
on a
derriere.
different date.
That's Isabella.
And
That's Isabella.
she's
That is
getting her
Isabella.
ass bongoed by a man.
okay.
Now
Someone's
let's
playing
watch
this.
this.
What it is,
It's
Kevin.
we got it's context, Kevin.
Yeah.
This is important for the story. Look at that thing. That guy's playing those things
And
like he
he's
owns
just,
it.
He's just watching.
Montoya not happy about this.
Why are they doing this?
He's ripping his shirt off. He has a ripping shirt off. He's so mad at this. She's obviously maybe a little intoxicated. The guy with the tattoos underneath her, he's a very happy human being right now.
This is like
Montoya looks a little like Wolverine.
this is as far as she's looking at this.
Yeah.
Is oh he
Oh, Montoya's
takes
mad.
the-
Montoya's
oh,
mad.
He's on the run.
He's mad. He took his shirt
Oh
off.
my
He's
God, he's
running.
swimming to the other island.
No, he's pounding sand
He's
literally.
considering it. He's upset and he's considering running all the way to the cabana.
Right now
to
they're going to
stop
the
what's
room
happening.
on
Oh, let's say Island de la Tentacion.
La Island de las Tensiones.
La Isla de Tentación.
What
Yep.
is the? Because my question is, what is the premise of Temptation Island?
You're tempted
You're being tempted.
But, like-
to cheat on someone because you got a hot body. He's got a hot body.
Is that
and
a-
he licks your lips.
so is that lady? Did they come here together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
And now she's tempted. So
they're-
here's now.
oh,
So flash forward.
Wait, should there be audio for
wild.
this?
I don't think we need
no,
it.
no, we don't
we
need
don't need it.
So now we go
Sorry,
to clip number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Clip number
Of course,
two.
clip number 2. They have
This
moved
is so.
in-
This is post bongo.
yeah, post bongo. They've moved
The
into the
bongo
suite.
was the setup. Now we're going nuclear.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
first attack.
Now we're
is
going
nuclear.
Blue Man Group.
This is Montoya here, and Montoya will be set up with a lot of cameras to see where his girlfriend currently is.
Oh,
There's
the
a
lick of the lip.
We saw the lick.
Yeah.
and he's big
See,
stressing.
This is as
Montoya's
far.
a better man than me because I would have been crashed out.
This is as.
the lick of the lip already. I'm
This
fucking
guy's
going
freaking
crazy.
deacon though, dude. He's
this
freaking deacon.
this is as far as like reaction content has gotten.
Doinker.
Bonerini.
This guy's got his boneroni.
Yeah,
Look at this guy's a sexy guy too. He's
and
not.
so he's
not
letting her
sexy.
know. I mean, like
Look how he's
we're
smiling
being
down
tempted,
at her.
Wes.
Yeah,
We're
because
being
he's
He
about
has
to
an
bang.
evil grin looking at
Yeah,
her.
she's into it. He's about to bang.
And he said, "I don't like this. I don't want this."
Could
Nope.
it get worse, Andy?
Here we go. No,
Oh,
she's
no,
like,
no,
and Sandra,
possibly
the
get
host
worse.
Sandra is like, don't go.
But
You
then he
cannot
looks-
go.
Please.
And they turn
Sandra's
on the
like,
night
don't-
vision.
Oh shit! And this guy's getting in the bed.
Wait
panties.
till you see this.
Now we're not showing this part, right, Kevin?
No, we're not.
No,
sure.
Okay.
no.
So they showed this on TV,
Yep.
which is crazy.
Now Montoya
Yes.
saying, "No, don't do it to me.
Montoya's freaking.
Don't do it."
He's freaking out. They're making out in the bed.
This is a very
Montoya's
understandable crash.
freaking
out.
out.
I want to lit myself on fire.
I want to die. Montoya, by the way, hiking his shorts up. Hiking his shorts up. They're getting higher.
It's like Mike when he gets scared.
I,
Mike
want-
gets
I
real
need
scared.
you all to look at Andy's face right now because, like, his reaction
Nothing go big.
is about
Sandra's
to be
and
something.
you know what?
Fuck that.
He's done.
I'm going.
Yeah.
He's done. Montoya's done.
Going to the cabana. He's running down
He's
the
done.
beach.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
He's gone. He's just off in the. on
Now
the-
watch this. The faster he runs.
the faster,
The faster
she
they
pumps.
Watch this.
Look at him go.
He's so fast.
Tom Cruise.
She's
Someone's
not that
running
fast.
with his ass though.
That cameraman.
Do they have a helicopter with like the night vision?
I don't know, but someone's on like
Spotlight
a
on him?
ATV or something next to him.
He makes
They're
it to the
prepped for
commander.
this?
He's yelling, Isabella,
Oh.
Isabella.
He's yelling for her.
He's
He
yelling.
made
for
And
her
she's
love.
midway.
Oh my God! They are
bro.
fucking.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Oh,
They're fucking.
oh,
And he's yelling, and she's like, "Oh, fuck. Yeah, yeah."
holy
They're
shit.
burying the
That's on
fucking.
Netflix?
That's the love of his life, by the way.
Yeah,
They heard him. He made it to the commander. Yelled,
Did
Isabella!
lightning strike?
the lightning struck, bro. God saw this, and God's not happy.
Isabella. Then it goes, what?
Stop it. He's yelling. And then just get after it.
We deserve another pandemic. Like, we deserve another strong thing to happen to the planet. That's insane.
That's so mean. Just the clip of him pulling up his boxers.
Him pulling the boxes up, just
If
angry.
y'all want to see, just search for Montoya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you really
anywhere.
just
It
Google
will-
Montoya.
Yeah.
You're gonna get this guy or Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride. Either one are great.
This was definitely the main character of the weekend. You know, I know a lot of things happened. I know some football people.
Lot of
did
things
some
happened.
shit,
Dude,
and
lot of things
crushed it.
happened.
But Montoya's the guy, the man of the hour.
That, like, you all said they were like banging. I was expecting you got to like really look and you see like some thrusts here under the blankets. That was like that was more graphic than some porn I
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was probably like not safe for work.
Yeah.
what we were watching. But we're
Like
a
that
different kind of
was
work.
more graphic than like nude softcore stuff you'd watch on HBO back in the day.
Let me ask you a question.
Hear me.
Do you
Hear
think
me
that
out.
she was doing him like Amazonian style, where she
No.
puts his
Oh.
legs
I
up?
love that one though. That's a good one.
Because that's what it looked like a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's a
I
good
feel like
one.
I
that had a
don't-
resurgence in like 2019. I feel like I was everywhere and then it disappeared for a while.
Good when I saw it.
That was hot for like a good 2
Yeah.
years.
That was crazy. That lived up to it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Because I had
feel-
no idea what the fuck Montoya was
No.
about 8 minutes ago. And now I
And
do.
Normally, I don't like to get caught up in this stuff. I like to discover it 6 months from now when it comes to Instagram. But I'm glad that I was actually in on this with you guys for the first time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
It
current.
was
It's pretty
incredible.
cool.
I was doing KFD with Greg here, and I hear the loudest cheering I've ever heard from the office
Cheering.
side.
It
It
was
legitimately
cheering.
was. I was
Montoya.
did a special guest just walk into the office? Like, what is going on?
it
over
was
there?
just Mike showing us the video.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was incredible.
And when he took off running, dude, we lost our shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I thought someone was going to lose their life. I thought he was going to burst through that door and start beating ass.
Wait, so
Again, it was a
what
very
happened when he got
justifiable
there?
crash out.
I think that might have been the end of the episode. I don't know if there's
Y'all
another
can wait till
episode.
next week. You know,
We got to figure. Mike!
I think-
Somebody did tag me in a part 3.
We got to see part 3.
I think
There's a part 3. We need part 3.
Well, what happened after the
Somebody,
part 3?
somebody I'll
What
put it
happened
in
when he got
assets.
there?
I don't know. That's where it cut off for me.
Okay. That's my canon ending, Mike
I love
said.
it. Just
I
the
like
Twitter
that.
clips.
I
It's
like that
impossible
being
to
the
watch
ending.
the
Yeah,
show.
we can't
Yeah.
possibly figure that out. We can't
So-
VPN to a Spanish.
I
Netflix.
think the thing that I can't help but think about is like, that's going to be documented for this dude for the rest of his life.
But you have to remember this though. Half this shit's fake anyway. That guy's a cast. That guy, they're not really dating. You know what I mean? And I know that because I know production, Andy. I know production.
Okay.
There was an ATV on standby waiting to pick that guy up when he ran. That shit was all scripted.
There's always ATVs on standby though.
Yeah, and
for
they-
these shows.
Do we have an
know
ATV
what
on standby right now?
No, I'm saying like
I'm about to go for a run around the
these
block.
beach shows. Like they have those. Like I'm not
For
saying that that's
emergencies,
real. I'm
yeah.
just saying like they are
If you
prepared
showed
for
me,
that
like,
shit.
if I had a partner and you showed me a video of my partner in the same like situation, I am running the exact same. I feel like anybody's gonna chase down
See, there was
that
one
scenario.
letdown I have for this video. It's that
Oh, so you think they were just ready for it?
I think they're ready. I think
Oh,
yeah.
inter-
I think
that's
they're
fair.
like
That's
we're
possible.
about to show you, your girl getting
Getting-
plowed.
cloud is the only way you can explain
I
it.
don't think, by the way, I want to preface this for people who haven't seen this clip. I don't think she was getting plowed.
You think she was plowing
I think
her?
she was
No,
plowing back.
if
you
you
saw
pull
the
back the
video
video, he is
wrong.
doing a lot of the power.
But
He is
she's
power
on top.
bottoming.
You think he's power bottoming?
He's for sure. Like,
I don't
yeah,
think
there
that's
was a
what that
lot
term
of
means.
thrust coming from
It
him.
was the immovable object versus the unsolvable force. Sort of thing.
It's so philosophical.
Yeah, they were hitting each
Yeah,
other. They
it
almost
is.
made fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of friction there. But don't put any corduroy there. We're gonna have sparks flying.
Yeah.
So the only letdown I have is that like how it ended him running one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Greatest thing
But I
ever.
feel like we were teased with something even better. When he first runs out, we all had that question of
He's gonna
is
go
he
into
about
the water.
to swim into
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
That's what I
like,
thought.
The idea of him leaving the island to go somewhere else is just
That's-
like the funniest thing in the world.
But then we also have the B story of the other couple that was there. What were they doing in the spa?
Well,
Did you see them?
they weren't on trial or whatever. You
Oh, they gotta
know,
be
like tribal council or whatever the fuck.
Are they in there also
I haven't
grinding it out?
watched Temptation Island,
We
so
gotta
I
watch
don't
this.
know.
We
but
got to watch this.
I'm sure there's something where it's like, there's the group dates, there's the like one-on-ones. They have a lot of shit. They know how to fucking produce. They know how to get the goods. And for some reason, it just wasn't Montoya's day. They looked at him and they're like, buddy,
he's got to
you're
be
going to get laughed at today.
You're the one
You are
that's-
gonna dominate the Super Bowl Sunday news cycle.
Do you guys think you could do that? Like produce
watch someone have sex with my wife? No. I mean, well,
specifically
depends if she was into it.
being the producer on a show that's like, I'm gonna ruin this man's life, but it's gonna make for some of the best entertainment of all time.
100%. I think I could.
That's like some
If you
evil
asked
shit.
me 10 years ago, if you were like Nick, I'd be like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. But now there's just something that sounds fun
Could
about
you
that.
press play for Montoya on that clip?
I
don't
think
think
not
I
only
could.
would I only if I triple check that all the cameras are running. Because fuck
I
you,
would
dude.
ra-
You're gonna
I-
go on this shit anyway. Fuck you.
I
What are
would
you doing?
rather show Tony Stark that Winter Soldier killed his parents than show him that video.
I'm gonna be real. If you're going on this thing first off, you're going on this because you want to be a celebrity. Second off, if you go on this with anyone you're dating, it's a terrible idea. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be great for your relationship anyway. They're going on this because they want to make this shit happen. They want to be influencers and stuff.
To answer your question, Bless, no. I could not. Period.
Unless one of us has a soul, because I'm pressing play also. I'm hitting play.
I think one of
Show
my
this guy's mom having sex for Christ's sake if it pays out.
Yeah, I'm like, how many viewers are we gonna get?
Jake said, hey, Montoya, not only is your girlfriend getting railed, this dude's also going to bang your mom after this.
It's like the threat of escalation.
Tattooed boner guy is going to bang your mom out, too. He's going to dom her from the bottom or whatever you just said. How did you describe it?
Called him a power
Power
bottom.
bottom.
Power bottom. Yeah. Dom her from the bottom.
From the bottom. What the fuck is wrong with
Joey,
you?
put it on a shirt.
I like that.
I
Okay.
always think about like what are the fly in the wall. Like I'd love to be a fly in the wall of this producer's room, of this writer's room, of like because they, regardless of how fake and how scripted some of this is, there have to be contingency plans for how bad could this get.
That's what security's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
got security.
Oh, yeah, because there's no way. I mean, that guy's going to burst in. They got to stop him from killing the other guy. Or more likely, the other guy's a little bigger and getting his ass kicked on national. Could you imagine you burst in, you're like, get away from me, and the guy beats your ass? Can you imagine that? Because that's a risky run,
fucks your
dude.
mom.
This guy's fucking
Then
caked
I would
out,
light
right?
myself on fire.
This guy's erect. He's got adrenaline going. He's got adrenaline pumping through his bloodstream. You run in, you're tired as fuck because you just did a quarter mile. And this guy just hands you your fucking ass and then continues to bang your girlfriend. What an embarrassment
naked
that
dude,
would be.
just erect hog, and he's beating your ass after you
It's
banged
swinging
your
around.
girlfriend.
You're like, oh, God.
swinging around.
Holy shit. That is the thing though. It's like these shows, they get physical often, but
Yeah.
like people run in and stop it. Like
Yeah.
there is like definitely levels of like, the show will get in trouble if there's physical violence like that. It doesn't stop it from happening though, specifically on some of the greatest reality shows of all time. Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, yeah.
The king of the show of like, wow, they just let that happen.
My mom
I
likes
will
that
never
show.
forget.
What do? They just slap each other?
Oh, there's been so many slaps.
I mean, but
There's
that must
been
be in
so
the
many
contracts too, right? You might get assaulted.
No,
You
I
can't
mean,
come
definitely
after
not.
us.
Because then later, like they end up suing, and it
yeah.
always comes back. The bill always comes due.
I
always comes
bonded with my mom over like just throwing her references that Joey and Tim make for Vanderpump because she loves that shit. And I was like,
love
oh yeah, something about like the
Something about her.
Scandival or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was
She
a
told
whole
me all
moment.
about it. Yeah.
Tim brought me up on that one.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
me up to speed on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is a Kind of Funny podcast, and this is, I promise, the horniest version of the Kind of Funny podcast ever. Tim, I want you to start.
I wanted you to start with the fact that like you're definitely on one today. You were out there earlier and you said back to back, horny is horny, and then you're like, horny is a spectrum. And you stood by it so hard.
Let me
I don't know
ask
if
you
that's
this.
the right word.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck hard. What I meant was, what were we talking to? What was the context of that?
Great start.
That's a great question.
That's a great-
I don't
it was
know.
important. It was important. It was someone doing something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I think
know.
the point I meant was like
Nick,
these.
why are you like this?
Some of these guys are always just a little bit horny. There's no big difference between a little bit horny and a lot horny. It's like the spectrum.
How is it horny as horny? Those two things are
Nick's
counter.
trying so hard to search for the reason.
There was
he said these words.
context to this that made sense when it came in my mind when it came out, and we got to figure out what we're talking. Joey will listen to this.
Yeah,
she'll let us know what it was.
Is this like a buzzed drunk situation? Like
Kind of, I guess.
Like
Like
there
buzz
is no,
driving is
there is
drunk
no buzz driving. You're always drunk. Like you could say you were a little bit horny, but you were still horny. Like
Yeah, I guess that's the point, right?
it's
Yeah.
still like
I get it when you put it like that.
it's still an analog on or off thing,
What was
regardless.
it
Yeah.
for?
Like
Yeah.
if it's a spectrum, aren't you like always on the spectrum?
That's
what
kind of
that's what I meant.
You're always horny.
The
I'm
point
saying
is
is you're always a little
horny. It was the point trying to be made, but which
Yeah.
is also unnecessary to say.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
again.
that's true though. I don't think I'm,
Blessing,
don't
I
think
didn't
I'm
bring it up
always a
on the
little horny.
podcast. I'm not defending it. Tim chose to bring it up, which means
Well, I
he's my
only had to
ally.
bring
in
it up
this.
because you just described, this is about to be the horniest
I
show we've
walk
ever done.
in, and Mike goes, "Check this out," and it's a lady glistening in a hot tub, and some dude's playing
Isabella.
bongos on her butt, and I'm like, "That's just what today is going to be."
It is what today is going to be. You're right.
Isabella got what she wanted. Someone says she got what she deserved. But power bottom.
If I show you that clip again, you're gonna realize he's doing 100% of the work on the bottom.
Kevin, can you please bring that clip up?
It's okay.
Can you please bring the clip up for us and
Why is
scroll
this
to that
right,
place?
though?
He was going crazy down there. Like he was going off.
I just don't think that's possible.
What do you mean?
I think
I'm
it's
letting
not.
you know
I
it's
think you got to be
possible.
young to have a back like that, where you can like be thrusting that with the weight on top. It's like a lot of bridging. Don't show us the audience.
Yeah,
but
but
let's
like
see
full
what's happening.
screen. Yeah.
What's happening here?
It's every action has an equal but opposite reaction.
Like
sort
that's
of thing.
all him.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know
That's
what?
all him.
But why? But are his legs
He's
on the
bouncing her-
outside?
he's bouncing
Yeah.
her up and down.
And she's
where are
holding
her
her
legs?
weight up.
So she's Amazoning him. That's an
No.
Amazon pose.
No,
because if she was like, his legs would be up
yeah,
like this.
you gotta have your
Are her legs
up.
around his
You-
legs, or are her legs
No,
between his
you
legs?
guys.
Have
Like,
you
the
not-
reality is that this is fake. You know, no one had like you.
What I'm saying is
Her legs are
in the middle
inside
of
of his thighs.
Hold on,
So
just to be
she's-
clear,
this is
Kev,
the
they're
Amazon.
fucking.
I mean, that's what the video wants you to
Kevin,
believe,
But I
right?
mean, like, no, they're we
don't
we
think
know
his
that
legs-
these people fucking.
If
Like,
I, look, if I was this,
Kevin would never be caught
If
on
I
his
was
back.
this woman
Never.
and they were like, "You guys are gonna fake fuck right now," I would not want a hard wiener just hitting me like
a machine gun.
If they're not having sex and it's just like, stop that.
Yeah.
You are driving. You are attacking me with your pelvis
Also,
right now.
I don't understand how y'all don't understand this position.
I don't either.
This makes
I
so much
don't-
sense to me.
What I'm saying is,
He's going to.
his legs are on the outside.
Yeah,
His legs
his
are on the
legs
inside.
on the outside. Yeah,
Are they?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it looks
those
like.
are his legs.
So where are her
thought those were
legs?
Her legs
her
are on the
knees are, like,
inside.
underneath
so
his
he's
elbow.
shoving it in her thighs.
Oh, okay, so her legs are on the outside of his. He's just spreading his legs out
No,
a
they're
little bit.
not. Are they?
I think so. I think you're right. I think
There's
his
no
elbows
way
on top
his
of her
legs are
knees.
on the outside.
Yeah.
That's not how.
Guys
That's not how
have
this
great
works.
arms.
That's
I
why
think-
I'm saying it's fake. Blessing.
No, I think you're right.
But do you think they
Blessing.
CGI'd his legs onto the
Because
outside?
No, I
right
think
there,
you're
she's
right.
grabbing her legs. Do you see that? It's her ass
What
going
are
to her
these-
leg.
Yeah.
You can see the curve.
Yeah.
There,
What are
right?
these two limbs on the? What are those? Are those his knees?
Yeah, the
Or
things that are
her
the mountains
feet?
are his knees.
Those
Or
are
those
his
her
knees.
feet?
Those are his
Those are
knees,
his
and I
knees.
think her knee curls down where that little highlight is by his.
Oh.
So Mike is
So
Here-
yeah,
here comes
Nick
Mike.
actually might be right. She might be Amazoning him.
This is a great position.
Oh my god!
See, I wasn't gonna say. I'm glad somebody said
Oh my
it.
god! All right, ladies and gentlemen, look
Oh my
here's the reality of the business. I'm gonna pull the curtain aside for everyone right now, just a little bit, so everyone understands where we're at. I gotta cut to ads, but before I do that, I don't want to cut to ads.
We gotta talk a little bit more.
We gotta
Just a
talk about the
little
Super Bowl.
longer.
How was the Super Bowl, Andy? Did you enjoy it in a
I
PG
left like in
manner?
the third quarter.
You left at the
I had to
third
go
quarter.
play about. I was like, I gotta play more of this video game, and it's a boring game. It was just like,
Boring game.
and
But
I
we
just
got it to
really,
look really
I
pretty.
just really dislike the Eagles, but I also
Oh, the
dislike
Super
Harris-
Bowl was a boring.
I
I,
just-
I
I
thought you were
just-
breaking embargo for a second.
No, no,
I was like, you can't say that right now.
no. I dislike Harrison Butker even more. So it was just like a lose-lose, you know.
It's so funny to me because I was talking to Mike about this earlier, and I was like, I thought everyone loved the Chiefs last year. At least they loved the love story of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, the whole thing. We were all really high on the Chiefs last year, and then I tuned in this year. I'm like, let's go Chiefs, and I got people that while I was watching, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? We're not rooting for the Chiefs. We like the Eagles. Eagles this year. Everyone like the Eagles. I got texts from people being like, you better root for the fucking Eagles.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I was
The
like, I don't know.
Eagles only lost 2 games this year, or the Chiefs only lost 2 games. They won 15. They lost 2. They're dominant. But if you look closely, they were winning all of their games by like 1 point, maybe 2 or 3 points. They were barely winning a lot of these games, and they were getting a lot of help from really favorable calls from the refs. So there would be like really clutch moments where Patrick Mahomes is running out of bounds, and then he would do enough so that he would look like he gets hit by the other team, and then they would penalty, and they're like, it just looked like a lot of people hated the Chiefs this year because they're like, the refs are really helping these guys out, and they don't need help. I hate the Chiefs. The NFL has an agenda they want Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
They want this, they are pushing for this. We hate the Chiefs. We hate the Chiefs. And that's what the sort of narrative was this year of everybody hated the Chiefs because of these close games that the refs had a lot to do with, depending on who you root for.
But at the
but
beginning of
you-
Rat Race.
Of course.
Remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Flip the coin. The ref was there. Lost the Super Bowl for everybody. They got all upset. It was Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Poor Mr. Bean.
Big deal, man.
But yet you hate the Eagles because you don't believe in conspiracy theories. Is that why?
Well, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and they're in the same division, so I just really hate the Eagles.
Eagles
Okay.
have way cooler colors, though.
The
They
green.
do have good colors.
Sick.
They do, yeah. But I'm
T.O.,
just
right?
like, huh?
T.O.? Terrell
T.O.
Owens?
I thought you said Teal. Yes, T.O. T.O. Terrell. Well, he wasn't there very long,
Yeah, he was.
but he did play. He was there. He did play in the Super Bowl with
You're
a torn
right, yeah, I'm proud of
ACL.
you.
Unbelievable. That dude played in the Super Bowl, and it was like, oh, he's gonna play, but he's gonna be a decoy because no way he's actually healthy enough. And it's like, what did they pump this dude? What medicines are in this guy's body right now that he's able to play
yeah.
this well
A lot of cortisol.
with a torn ACL right now? Unbelievable
A lot of that.
performance.
What
That
is
was
that?
against the Patriots. That was when they lost against the Patriots.
What is that?
Inflated
What
balls.
is it that you? Oh, that's sick. Look at that. They won. Kevin showing us the final score. Oh, look at the eagle. This little eagle that goes
This
up.
graphic flying up. That's cool.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Super Bowl talk. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break to tell you about our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This episode's brought to you by Rocket Money. Missing out on a show that everyone's talking about isn't an option for people like me. So many of us are constantly signing up for this streaming service or that streaming service, and then a few months later realize that we're still paying for the service long after we finish the show. Rocket Money has helped multiple members of Kind of Funny learn that they were still paying for things that they totally didn't even realize. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/kindafunny today. That's rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Their shades have durable frames and crystal clear optics, making them the perfect choice for all outdoor adventures. Plus, if your shades ever go missing or take an unexpected hit, don't sweat it. They have the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost or broken replacements. Y'all know I've been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it is such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm out and about looking all dope. Exclusively for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Again, go to shadyrays.com, use code FUNNY to get 35% off polarized sunglasses. shadyrays.com, promo code FUNNY. This episode's brought to you by BetterHelp. When you are having serious conversations with the people in your life, we often hear them talk about red flags that we should avoid. But what if we focus more on looking for green flags in friends and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags, actively practice them in your relationships, and embody the green flag energy yourself. Some of my best friends use BetterHelp and love how helpful it can be for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, and it serves over 5 million people worldwide. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/kindoffunny to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/kindoffunny. BetterHelp.com/kindoffunny.
So,
All right.
real quick, Tim's gonna get to his airport thing.
Yeah.
My airport thing.
Your
I went to LA on Thursday night.
Mhm.
Have a flight set for 5.
It's a work trip, right? We're not supposed to. Things are embargoed, right?
Yeah, embargo.
Good.
Had just a quick little like, all right, you're gonna fly out Thursday. You're gonna come back Friday. Lovely. But we've had this little atmospheric river thing, kind of just getting in the way of everything.
Always.
So the flight's at 5. I got that pre. I got TSA pre. I got clear. I know I'll get in quickly. I get to the airport. It's about 4 o'clock. Little notification. Your flight's been delayed from 5 p.m. to 7:30. I go, you know what? All good. I got my laptop. I got games to play. I got tons of stuff I can do. I can work on the Nuzlocke. The possibilities are endless inside of this airport for me right now.
My favorite thing, by the way.
Creatively, recreationally. A lot of snacks to buy. I'm excited.
It's my favorite.
About 20, 30 minutes later, your flight's been delayed from 7:30 to 9:30.
Oh, no.
Till
Yeah,
9:30.
coming.
And it's like maybe 4:30 at this point. I'm not going to be here for 4, 5. No, maybe it's around 5-ish. I'm not going to be here for about 4 hours. The studio's pretty close. I'm going to Uber back to the studio.
Hmm?
I'm going to stream Monster Hunter Wilds beta when it's available at 7 p.m. When I'm done with that around 8 or something, Uber back to the airport. My flight will be ready. I get here. Nick's here. Nick walks out of the room. He's like, I got a show. I was just napping in here.
I had to go to Sunnyvale.
Yeah.
I had a couple hours to kill. I was like, it's quiet. Let's Play Labs calling my name. We got that weird blanket. I don't know where we got it from. I'm gonna throw that shit on and take a nap for 30 minutes.
Knowing the logistics of this studio, there's nothing funnier to me than Andy walking into the lab and Nick being there sleeping.
Oh, I think there's.
Well, I
one
just walked
funnier
into the
setup.
studio. It was like 6 p.m. And Nick walks out. He's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh shit!"
By the way, I had the heat on.
Man, it was so warm.
Ah man, I
must've been
put
nice.
I looked around. I
It
didn't
was
see
cold
any.
as shit. And it was really rainy.
I didn't see anyone here that complains about the heat. I was like, I'm the only one. I crank that shit up
we
to
gotta
like
find the people that
78.
complain about the heat.
It's Mike.
What's up,
Is
Blake?
it just
and
Mike?
Kevin.
Is it
It's
Mike?
Mike
Kevin?
and it's Kevin.
Yes, that's
Wait,
Mike and
Nick,
Kevin.
did you turn the heat off?
No, I turned it. I just had it cranked to like
no, I'm
76,
saying
77.
when you left, did you turn the heat off?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Are you sure? 'Cause
Well, yeah, we'll
when
get to the
I
end.
got-
We'll get to the end of the story. I think I did.
'Cause we gotta do
This was
something about the
Thursday
heat.
night, right?
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
So Nick is like, "Were you gonna come in?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I'll go. I'll play whenever you're done. Like this thing's not at set. It's not until 7. It's 6 right now or whatever." And he's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna nap for a little bit longer." I was like, "All right, cool." So I'm just chilling at my desk. And it's about 6:30. I get a notification on my phone. Your flight's been undelayed.
No shit.
Back to 7:30. I'm like, fucking shit, dude.
Oh, no.
So like, I still have time. It's not that big of an issue. We're close to the airport, but it's just like, God damn it! Like, it's like, what a pain in the ass. So I Uber right back over there, and I'm able to finally fly out. And luckily, I wasn't there the whole time because everybody around me miserable as fuck. Everybody is so angry and sad and depressed to be there. And it's also still raining, so I'm like, this could get delayed again.
Yeah.
I don't have any faith that we'll actually take off. Luckily, we did, and I arrived in LA around, or Irvine around like 9:30 or whatever. But it was just, around like 9-ish. But it was just like, what a pain in the ass. I've never had a flight undelayed. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah,
I
didn't know
didn't
that
either.
could happen either.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
When Andy showed up, I was like, oh, I thought you were really going to the airport. He's like, my flight got delayed. I just came back here. And Tim, I was like, you're crazy. You got to go back through security. Do you know how many things can go wrong with that? They're going to go, no, you've already been through. You can't come back. You can't go. I just have so much anxiety for Andy at this point that I couldn't go back to my nap.
No way.
I was like, he's going to lose. He's not going to flight. To the point where, remember when I walked out, I was like, would you like me to take you to the airport? Because I'm going that way. And you're like, no, I'll be okay. I got some time. I was like, I think your flight leaves in 20 minutes. And you're like, I got TSA pre. There was no one there. I was like,
Well, my flight was boarding like in 45 or something like that. We're close.
I mean,
It's a 20-minute.
I'm the opposite of you, Nick. I show up like,
No, and nobody
gotta
was
go.
there. Like, dude, it was like nobody
You're
was there.
insane.
And I get to clear, and the guy recognized me because I was wearing this black hoodie, but I had my like hyper pink Twitch hoodie for the rain or whatever. And he was like, you're back? What happened? And I was like, flight got delayed, then it got undelayed, so now I'm back. And he was like, oh, okay. So I just went, everything was totally fine. So I have this water here
Bath water.
because I bought this at the airport and then came back and then left it here when I was chilling here for
Got
a
it.
small amount of time.
Okay,
that
that
was
is
here
the
for.
only acceptable reason for you to have the airport water bottle
Yeah.
here days later.
Still good. It's still good.
It's
Path.
a tin water. Yeah.
Looks nice.
I
Nice
love
little
those.
Shout
logo.
out
You
to
can
the
write your
tin
name on them.
bottles, man.
Are you
They
like
keep
getting
shit
that
cold.
from what do they call those stores?
It's always
Hudson News.
Nelson's.
Yeah, Nelson-
Oh,
yeah.
Nelson Hudson. There it is.
Love the Hudson.
I
News,
love a
man.
Hudson. Man, I tell you what, man. Nothing better than just walking in an airport and seeing a Hudson.
I know.
I love
I'm
walking
gonna buy
to
a bag
Hudson.
of peanuts for $10.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm
I
gonna
see
be-
a Hudson and it's like, I got to get my secret Snickers
Mm-hmm.
so I can put it in my backpack and forget
Mhm.
about it and then open up my backpack when I arrive and be like, I have a Snickers. What a surprise.
That's
2 in the
so
morning, I have a
exciting.
Snickers here.
That's so very.
But got to get a little, some bubble gum. Lately, what I do at the airport, not at the Hudson, even though I love a Hudson, but at the big sort of, that more gigantic store inside of where the food court is in the United Terminal.
Mhm. Love that where the bun me is.
Every time I get the fruit bowl Jelly Bellies, big old bag, like the biggest bag you ever seen of Jelly Bellies, and I just go to town. But every time I see a white one, throw them away, throw them on the ground.
you pull a bullseye. Every kill an old lady.
Tim, what's your airport?
Tim,
story?
you went to Vegas.
It's no airport story.
Oh,
Just a trip story. So I went to Vegas for, like I was saying earlier, me and G's 10th anniversary. And for the longest time, we're like, all right, 10 years, we should do something. We should go on some trip or something. And we had a lot of different options of where we could go, but you guys know me, you know her very well.
Yeah.
A lot of our lives revolves around bad reality television. But also, some of it also revolves around fantastic reality television. There is a difference, everyone. But we were kind of going through, like, where could we go? Salt Lake City kept coming up. One of our favorite shows, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They're a hoot, let me tell you what, okay? But the
where
problem
would you
was,
rank them on the Housewives?
I actually would say that they are, at this point, they've earned number one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pound for pound, season for season, cast member for cast member, controversy for controversy, FBI raid for FBI raid. Yeah, I think it'd be number one.
Top 3?
Overall, I would probably go all time. I'm going SLC, Beverly Hills, Atlanta.
I wasn't sure there were 3. How many are there?
It's almost 10.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Some of them shorter than others. Washington, D.C. was only one season. Dallas was only, I think, 4 seasons.
Have they
and
had a
then
San Francisco?
We have Miami, no San
We've never had a
Francisco.
San Francisco.
They got
Messed up.
Dubai. They got Potomac.
You gotta have dual incomes for San Francisco.
Yeah.
You can't have a just
Oh, it's got to be
Well, the
real
problem is
households in
Bay
San
Area,
Francisco.
there's been interest in doing a Bay Area one, but it's never happened because all the tech people are like, no, we don't want to be public about our shit.
Yeah.
We want to be secret and just make money.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want you to know our secrets.
Tech
That's
people all
bad.
doing those
Yeah.
swingers parties down in Palo Alto. They don't want
Well,
to
that's
show
what
that
SLC is
shit.
all about.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You don't know about the secret lives of Mormon wives? Come on, Nick. Anyways, that's
Are
not
they
the
wearing
story
those,
here.
those amazing Mormon like sex panties that they wear? The ones that look like diapers? You ever seen those things?
I mean, I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, my friend.
Anyway, we
It's a
couldn't
spectrum, Nick.
we couldn't figure out what to do in Salt Lake City because it's not like a lot of the shows are like there's a restaurant or there's like a like different events or things that are like worth like doing, you know. But SLC we couldn't figure out any, so we're trying to come up with something else. Anyways, we decide. Oh, we should go to Las Vegas because Nas is performing Illmatic, his first album, front to back to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the album with a full orchestra. And I'm like, come the fuck on.
That
That's
sounds
the
amazing.
dopest shit ever. G loves doing big event things like that. She's excited for it's kind of legendary legacy shit. Like to see Nas perform his album, Illmatic specifically, is like bucket list type stuff.
Quick interruption. We're going to go see Rebirth Orchestra here? Sold out?
Sold the fuck out.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
Breaks my
Sorry for
heart.
the interruption.
Anyway, so that became kind of like all right, we're going here because there's an event. And then we decided, all right, I've never been to any Vegas show ever. So this is going to be the opportunity to like go hard and do all the Vegas shows. G's been to a couple, but not the ones we went to this weekend. So, we called some people, like pulled some favors and stuff and got some hookups for a lot of these things. And we ended up having the most back-to-back insane weekend where it was just planned like every single moment we were like had something to do, and it all went off flawlessly. But I just kind of want to give you guys a little journey through the different shows that I saw. Yeah. This is like, and by the way, like it's not that horny until the end. Then it gets a little horny. But like maybe not in the way you think.
It always is with them.
Maybe not in the way you think.
I don't know what it is about Tim and Gia that they just find the horny.
Yeah,
it is true.
They don't want
the
it.
Mexico trip.
That Mexico trip was the horniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
We weren't necessarily the horny ones here, but we'll get there. But I kind of just want to show you guys some shit. I have a lot of video and stuff to play here because I just want you to understand.
Montoya!
Like how fucking sick some of these shows can be. So
Let's
like,
take a look.
This is gonna be like
turn
just
to
the
bless.
Turned
Turned it, gave him a look.
But I want to give you guys little samples of some of the things I saw, and I'll explain some. Some we'll just watch. I tried clipping these down so that they're manageable. But
perfect.
It's gonna be fun stuff here. So first off, I wanted to start off with a couple pictures and the things you guys care least about, but it's important to talk about. Lisa Vanderpump of Vanderpump Rules.
VP.
She is a restaurateur. She has mainly a bunch of restaurants in West Hollywood, but over the last couple of years, she's expanded.
Yeah, of course.
She's going worldwide, and by worldwide, I mean also Vegas and
Vegas.
Lake Tahoe. But she has 3 restaurants in Las Vegas. Guess how many me and G went to?
All 3 of them.
All three,
of
baby.
course.
All fucking 3.
Were they good? Are they good restaurants?
Wait, there's ups and downs.
Okay.
There's ups and downs.
Do
So
they have
I
like?
like to believe
do they have
she's-
cast members playing her like at the different locations? It's like a Disneyland thing. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, it all is just casting for people. So all the servers are trying their hardest to get cast on these shows.
Okay.
And we call them servers with a U instead of an E because the restaurant's called Sir, S-U-R. What's it stand for, Bless?
Sexy old something restaurant?
No way.
Sexy, unique restaurant.
No
baby.
way.
Sexy, unique restaurant. Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
what they're
I was-
that's what they're bringing to the
And they're
table.
was
servers.
French.
He's doing it.
No.
No, that's
Like
like
Sur la
Vanderpump
Table?
Paris. We'll get there. Don't
Tim's
worry.
giving us the Vati video. It's from
yeah.
Software Dark Souls Breakdown.
So Kev, you can start with the pictures, please. Sorry. First off, we went back to the sphere.
Oh fuck yes,
We went back to
dude!
the
We gotta do it.
Had to do it. Just can't cut off there. We were outside this thing, and so we saw the same show that we saw with Mike and Raj when we
Nice.
went down a couple months ago, and it blew Gia's mind just like it blew our minds.
What
the
were you
sphere.
thinking with this angle?
Yeah, what's she doing
It
down
looks a
there?
little.
Looks
It looks a
really
little.
graphic.
I thought it was really funny.
We're starting.
Do you see what I'm
horny.
saying?
It's not me.
Spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
So then the sphere was fucking great. I highly recommend it to everybody. Then this is.
This is hilarious.
This is
It looks like she died.
called Pinky's, which is I think the newest of the Vanderpump restaurants in Vegas.
Is that
LV
Lisa Vanderpump?
Yeah, that's
That is
LVP.
Lisa-
That's
that
a
is
young
LVP.
LVP.
You see what I'm saying, Bless?
LVP
I
was
recently
bad,
saw a picture of
dude.
like current Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Still bad.
Batty.
I mean, shout out to LVP, man.
Yeah, LVP has always had it. She always had
Andy's
it.
about
I
to
gotta
learn.
Google
it. She's
Andy's
different.
about to learn.
Always gonna
Hold on,
have
go
it.
back.
Different.
Go back, Kevin.
Vanderpump.
Obviously, it's her with her puppy. I think this one's
Is that
named
Jiggy?
Puffy.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
Puffy,
Jiggy.
okay.
R.I.P. to Jiggy.
RIP Jiggy.
Yeah, Jiggy died a couple years ago. This is Puffy. This is a dog that Gia met. Got to pet him a couple years back when we ran into them at one of the restaurants.
Cute ass dog.
It is. It is.
Damn, 64, baddie.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, straight the fuck
Yeah,
up.
but that's 64 in reality years. She's probably like 75. She's just lying.
Mm.
So just think about that.
Thank you,
it's also important to know that Lisa Vanderpump, her style can be most closely explained by saying she dresses like Austin Powers.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's a great
So
stuff.
it's a
Austin
little-
Powers chic.
Yeah, it's Austin Powers chic, everyone.
Perfect.
But yeah, so this was the first Vanderpump restaurant, Pinky's, which was, I would say, the best of them. Great
like-
food, great
I
servers.
like to imagine this dog's still alive.
Great. This one is
Somehow.
Puffy.
What?
Puffy's still alive.
Well,
She has
that's
like
like-
18 of these things, dude.
How is that a modern picture of her though?
I mean, it's from a couple years ago.
These
That's
dogs
from
live
30
like
years ago.
50
Let's say that she looks like she's
Is that
30
Jiggy?
years
I don't
old
think-
in
I
this
don't think it's
picture.
Jiggy. Jiggy had alopecia.
Yeah, Jiggy was he was kind of bald. He did that.
He did.
Andy, they had to put him in little sweaters because he got cold because he didn't have any hair on his back. Don't make fun of it, bro. That's me. That's gonna be me in 3 years.
How do you know the medical life of this dog?
Yeah, it's
Jiggy had alopecia.
Jiggy was
You don't
representing for
understand
bald
how
dogs
important
everywhere.
this is.
You don't get it, dude.
Like Jiggy having alopecia is like the most common knowledge in the world, Daddy. I don't know how you didn't know.
That's-
Okay? Yeah, look at him, the
That's
Jigster,
Jiggy.
dude.
This dog is not alive. Like,
Oh, it was heavily sedated. Yeah, at all times.
look, I'm with Nick. That photo of her looks like she's in her early 40s.
That's Photoshop,
Like late
yeah.
30s.
It's Photoshop.
Yeah,
And
still
that's
can.
why I assume that this dog is probably like 42 by now.
Here's the thing. I now seeing this, maybe that is Jiggy.
That's for sure.
I think it's Jiggy.
That had to be Jiggy when she first got Jiggy when she was like 40.
a while back. That looks like when she first started Housewives of Beverly
Yeah,
Hills.
yeah.
Before the spinoff.
I think we just
Alopecia really got to it.
All right, so yeah, Pinkies. Shout out to Pinkies. It was great. Next up, so that was dinner our first night. Lunch second day. We go to the Vanderpump Cocktail Garden.
Is that in the Caesar's Palace?
This is in Caesar's Palace. I'll
Yeah.
give this one a 10 out of 10 for vibes. Off the fucking chart. We got a garden inside a building.
Yeah,
What
dude.
are we talking about here? Also, G, incredibly small. Why is she so small?
She's a
What
tiny
are you
little thing.
eating here?
The goat cheese balls are what they're most known for. Like, come on, everyone knows about the goat cheese balls.
They're pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
They're fucking good.
That sounds. I mean, but it is horny though. Like you're right, Nick. This
Like,
is
all
very
weekend, all you
goat
did
cheese
was-
balls is horny?
Goats.
The goats.
You're
So,
stuffing
okay.
balls in your mouth?
So that's like an appetizer.
Yeah.
What else are they doing there?
I mean, it's a restaurant. Like, you know what I mean? It's like each one has kind of.
Steaks and
Yeah, exactly. Like there's different vibes. to
Grilled
each,
salmon, maybe?
Each one of her restaurants has like something unique about it. Sexy and unique. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sexy, unique restaurant. But anyway, yeah, this one is more just like, this is less about the food. It's more about the cocktails. So they'll have some fun, crazy cocktails, whatever. I'm gonna give that 10 out of 10 for vibes. Otherwise, all downhill, man. They had the bad squad on. They're not getting hired. They're not making the shows. I'm gonna tell
that's
you
a
that right
bummer.
now. Food
The
wasn't
Sunday
good.
Squad.
It was bad. Just overall bad.
When you say bad squad, is it their service is bad?
Yeah.
Their personality is flat?
All of it.
There's just a bunch
Wow.
of uggos.
It's just.
Wow.
I mean, I ain't going that far. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, you're not ready for TV.
Got a face for podcasting.
And then next up, the following day, or actually not, a couple hours later, we went to dinner at Vanderpump Au Paris. Okay.
Oh wow! Of course.
And this one also fantastic. I'm gonna give this one a major shout out. It's the most, I would say, unique of the restaurant's menus. A little more Parisian.
they can't all be unique.
If you will.
It's unique. It's
They're
sexy and unique.
Andy. I don't know what to tell you.
Andy, at some point, have you seen that couple that's like famous because they got kicked out of Club 33 and they like sued Disney to get back in?
No.
I'm just saying, don't be that couple. What? Don't piss. I could just see Tim and Gia getting so aggro one day, but getting no, okay, never mind, forget it. Go back into this.
I'm following you, Nick.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. It's a little borderline insane,
Yeah,
right?
no,
That's
I
all
can
I'm
see
saying.
it. I
It's a
can
little
see it.
Well,
crazy.
what's insane?
You guys are obsessed with Lisa Vanderpump. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one day you're like, Tim got arrested for wearing Lisa Vanderpump's face.
Such a hater. Just find some joy in your life. Like something
I want
and
the
actually
goat balls.
understand what you're talking
I
about.
don't.
Like,
I don't. I
good.
want the goat balls. All right,
They sound
continue.
really
So
good.
Okay,
Paris
real,
was
real
good.
quick. Go balls.
Yeah.
Go cheese balls.
Right,
Goat
goat
cheese-
cheese balls.
So it's like a mozzarella stick, but a ball.
Exactly.
You get the marinara.
It's not marinara. They have their own special sauce that's really good.
Is it a
Okay, still good.
marinara-esque sauce?
No, it's
Cheese?
more of a like a semi-sweet type of thing.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
bold.
because it's
Like
goat
a sweet,
cheese.
like a sweet
Oh yeah,
chili.
because goat has the bite to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like a jam. You know what I mean? It's like a jam type of taste.
Okay.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's hella good, dude.
But would
Yeah,
you
dude.
say that it wouldn't go with a marinara?
Probably not.
No, not a goat cheese. You
Damn.
can't put goat cheese and marinara together. It's not the same flavor profile.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why looking at those balls seems like kind of graphic.
There is a lot of graphic
Les,
things,
I picked
okay?
that image because there's something about it that just seemed graphic.
yeah.
Like, look at that.
I don't know.
It looks
Goat
like.
cheese balls.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Nick,
gone
you can't
far
say it.
enough.
You can't- you
I've
can't
gone
say it.
far enough
You
on this
can't say it.
podcast. We're gonna back it off.
You said that squad has the uggos.
Anyways,
I think it's the filter.
It's
I don't think
filter.
it's filter.
To me, it looks like the cum that's all over the balls. That's what it looks like.
I think you said it.
Yeah, it looks
was
like the
trying to hold it
sperm
back.
that's
Yeah.
been
All
drizzled
right.
on top of the
All
balls.
right.
It's been a few days.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
anyway, then Kev, there's a video.
I have photo 6 next, which is the one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. While we're at the Vanderpump restaurants, of course, we have this Pomeranian painting or whatever next to us. Gia's sister, who was babysitting, dog sitting, whatever you want to say. Moose, she comes home and this thing,
So
the
salty.
fucking the bark night out here.
So salty. What are you doing outside of my house? Where are my mom and dad? What is happening? Fucking cute little fucker.
plague.
But yeah, definitely
The
one
bark
of my,
night.
one of my my favorite pictures
Oh,
I've
that's
ever
fantastic. That
seen.
is great, dude.
Okay, so the Paris place.
So then we're at the Paris place.
Paris is good or Paris is bad?
Paris was great. Fantastic stuff.
Better
it was
staff.
it was in the Eiffel Tower place. You
Yeah,
know what
the
I mean?
Paris.
Is this Paris?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
the Paris
Hotel?
Yeah.
I've been there and it's cool as fuck, dude.
It's
Is
so
it is like
impressive.
walking through Paris when you're in that hotel.
Straight up.
Vegas is dope.
Vegas is dope.
I've
What's
never
up,
been
Kev?
to Paris. So.
The Paris or Vegas?
Both.
Oh no, I guess you went to Vegas.
Yeah, I've been to
For
Vegas.
the Sonic thing.
The Paris Hotel, of course, famous for Greg Miller, tells the story of the Eiffel Tower drink that he got that fucked him
Oh,
up.
right.
That fucked him up.
Right,
yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
They still serve
What are you
those.
about to say, Kev?
No, nothing. Audio for this video or not?
There was no audio for it. It's fine. This is the we ordered a cocktail, not knowing it was gonna be fucking crazy, and then yeah,
You
Pyramid
didn't
Head.
know?
no, like we did. My cocktail was normal. G shows up like this.
The only problem with these is they're always mezcal. Mezcal?
Well, she loves mezcal,
Oh, perfect. Then
Oh.
Wow.
and I was just like, I just get smashed in the face with all this
What
smoke.
the
Yeah, you
I'm like,
do.
all right, but it's like, all right, cool. We get some fun presentation.
Wow,
like
that looks
the
pretty.
menus of these sexy little newspapers, very unique, Andy.
Yeah.
very unique.
Very
What's
unique,
what did
Andy.
that
So
drink
unique.
taste like? Was
It's
that like a
unique.
fruity type drink?
Would you
No,
believe that it
it
was
like-
unique?
It was some traditional drink, but with the wrong alcohol. You know what I mean? I forget what it was, but it was with mezcal instead of the one I got was a old fashioned, but with tequila instead of
Oh.
like bourbon. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Very unique.
Very unique. Yeah.
I
That's
think that
kinda
drink
sexy.
that drink looked too red to be like that drink needs to taste like something you get at fucking Red Lobster. You know, like I love those drinks.
Well, I mean,
man.
a lot of the look fancy cocktails. That's what they are. They're just like sweet treats.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
okay,
pure
great.
sugar with a little bit of bourbon or
Joe's
tequila in
Crab
it.
Shack, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
Joe's Crab Shack.
So that was our restaurants, the Vanderpump stuff, blah blah blah. Cool. But then we went to 3 different shows. You guys, 3 separate shows.
Jeez, how long are you there?
And
for?
the Sphere, so 4 shows, I guess.
That's incredible.
We were there like 48 hours.
That's awesome.
5 shows,
Yeah,
but
you're,
the-
you're seeing matinees and then you're seeing a show. Now.
Yeah, we saw everything we could.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Were you not here on Friday?
yeah,
No,
we
he
done
was there
Friday.
Damn, that's a quick turnaround on it.
Oh yeah,
It was
Oh,
5
Vegas
shows.
is what?
Nick.
How long is Vegas? Hour flight? 2 hours?
almost 2.
Yeah.
Vegas,
not bad.
you can only be in Vegas for like
2 nights.
2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Probably 2 days before it's like I got to get out of here.
I have
that's where we were.
I have a 2-night maximum
Yeah.
for Vegas. 2 nights. That's it.
So we just sort of packed those 2 days with so many things. We did 3 different shows besides the Sphere. Show 1, Nas performing Illmatic with an orchestra. Show 2,
yeah.
Jabberwockies.
Fuck yeah.
Timeless. Show 3, Magic Mike,
Oh, damn.
the stage show.
Yes.
I want to go through each one and talk to you.
I
guys
had a
about it.
dream that Magic
Can we
Mike
take
was
a-
We
making
gotta
a,
talk about Jabberwockies.
I-
I've been to the Jabberwockies one as well.
Can we take
Incredible.
bets though, real quick? I want to go around the table. Tim, you're excluded from this because you obviously know the answer. Which one did Tim and Gia like the best? Andy.
I think they're both going to say Magic Mike.
Les?
Here's the thing. I've been to the Jabberwocky show and it's fucking incredible. And I want to say Magic Mike because that's the easy answer, but I'm gonna say Jabberwockies.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Magic Mike.
I'm gonna tell you guys, like, this is kind of a letdown answer, but I think it's the most important one. They are tied. All of them were so, you know how good Jabberwockies is.
Yeah.
That's how good Magic Mike is, bless.
God damn.
These things are fucking incredible. And I would recommend anybody that is in Vegas to go watch both of these shows. The Nas thing is like just a couple days, so like
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna miss
can't get
that.
that anymore.
If you ever have the opportunity to, go see it though. It was mind fucking blowing. So just real quick, I want to start off showing the Nas thing just to kind of give some context to what we were dealing with here, how epic the scope of this is. Pause it real quick, Kev.
That's
This is a
awesome.
dream right here.
That is fucking awesome.
Just a little background for people that don't know. Nas is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and he has.
You go double S. I go Z.
Nas.
See, I went double S like last year. I was talking about him, and people in chat were like, "You're mispronouncing it. It's like a
Nas.
Z." Nas.
Oh, it's
Nas.
Nas. Is it
Nas.
Nas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nas.
I always thought it was Nas.
But I think
like
Nas
nitric
is
oxide.
fine.
I think
I
Fast.
don't know
I
the
think
difference of
Fast
what
and
anyone's
Furious.
saying.
Nas.
It's like an S versus a Z.
Nas.
Nas, like Nas Nosferatu, or Nas, like the guy's got a schnoz.
I don't fucking know.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Tell us how awesome this was.
Yeah, so we're talking about like legitimately one of the greatest of all time. It's the debate, right? Like Nas is always up there, and Illmatic is the first album, and it is so just authentically Queens, New York. Like there's so much about it, and the production on it is so freaking iconic. Very short album; it's only like 45 minutes, but there's like no problem with it. It's like there's no skips. It is just banger back to back. But Kev, just let's start from the beginning. I want you all to hear this. I think this clip's like 45 seconds. And I want you to hear how artful this is with yeah, just go for it.
This is a live ass orchestra. Yep. Okay, those violinists are working hard back there. Ooh, that's a hard riff.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Dude.
This has been my first album. 30 years.
So absolutely incredible stuff if you pause there. Like
Was this just a tour, or does he have a?
this was a
whatever they call
residency, but only for 3 days.
it? Okay.
He
okay.
did it last year as like a test for the 30th anniversary of the album. And then, yeah, it was just 3 days this week. But it was so good that I feel like he's going to take this
That
on
was
tour.
awesome.
Like, it is so special. And it was like, just shows the talent that this motherfucker has. Like, you could hear every syllable that he says. Like, he is a performer. He didn't need any extra like bells and whistles. Sure, he had a full orchestra. But the orchestra wasn't like doing crazy ass over the top like nut shit.
It was playing the instrument.
But it was like, there was no drum tracks. There was no like backing instrumental tracks or whatever. Like every sound that you hear on the album was recreated with the full orchestra, and it was so damn sick. Once he finished his the first album, then the orchestra kind of was more of a backup, and it turned more into like a rock concert type vibe of like instruments, like with like heavy drums and like guitar and shit. If you pull up the second clip, like this just shows how hype this was. Like look how much everyone's on their feet. What made you look? Come on.
So he performed more songs that are
Yeah.
outside of Illmatic. That's awesome.
And that's like after the intermission or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Encore.
So you can pause it here, but like it was so hype. Just keep this up here, Kev. Sold out, obviously. And what was so impressive to me was how varied the audience was in terms of race, gender, but specifically age.
Yeah.
And seeing 21-year-old kids and 60-something-year-old women rapping every fucking word. Like, Illmatic means something to people, man. And it was so special to see. Like, these old ladies were getting fucking down, man. So, very,
That's
very,
awesome.
very cool.
This is rad. This is like a very unique experience.
So, it's sexy.
And sexy. I didn't even mean that as a pun.
Yeah. And so there was that. Then we went to, that was night one. Night one was The Sphere and Nas. Day two, we got Jabberwockies. Now, Bless, explain who the Jabberwockies are.
I mean, you people should know, right? But if you somehow live under a rock, Jabberwockies, they were the winners of America's Best Dance Crew season 1. They are incredible dancers. They all wear these cool ass white masks, and that has been their gimmick / I guess their iconography since they came onto the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they ever? To me, I feel like they're an MTV thing. Like I feel like I
MTV's
saw them all the time.
America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah, America's Best Dance Crew
I
is
assume
MTV.
that was like on NBC or some shit.
No.
Really?
So
Okay.
this was like,
'Cause, like they were always on TV when I was like in community college.
Yeah,
and shit.
well, like ABDC, like America's Best Dance Crew when it first started was like it was the hotness, right? Like it came out strong of like, oh shit, you gotta watch it. Season 1 was a banger, and like they defined that show. It was
Yeah.
almost to the point of like the seasons after almost didn't matter as much because the Jabberwockies were like they were
the Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, like you think about America's Best Dance Crew, you think about Jabberwockies.
like the show was very important, I think, culturally and timeline wise, because it wasn't an NBC show. It was an MTV produced show, and it felt like a cultural moment in the same way like when Real World first came out, it did. But like
It was definitely playing
2000
after Wild and Out.
2008, 9, like somewhere around there. Like this show, Wild and Out actually, it was like same kind of like era as that. And their whole thing, Nick, like the Bless was saying, like they wear these white masks and gloves and stuff, so you can't really identify who anyone is. So there's no like one star. And
I vaguely remember this from like a while back.
you also don't know how many of them there are. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they can kind of like play with like space in a really interesting way. And their whole thing is they're very storytelling in their dances. And what led to them having so much success is season 1 of the show. every week it was the question of like, what are they going to do next? Like we tuned in every week as like appointment programming because it was like, what are the Jabberwockies going to do? And like Bless was saying, they did so good season 1 that every other season kind of just felt like the Jabberwocky show where people were just waiting for them to come back and have their special performance. You know what I mean? Like,
that's pretty cool.
And there was a lot of very talented
Of
groups.
course, like
but
Quest Crew came through, and like
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of talented dance crews. But yeah, Jabberwockies was different though.
and so now they have a show at Vegas that like is kind of just, I mean, you went years ago at this point.
Yeah, I went years ago, and it's dope because when I went, it's in a way smaller room than you'd imagine, right? Like I thought I was gonna be in like the way that Nas had like a full crowd like that, right? I thought it was gonna be one of those scenarios. It was maybe 3 or 4 rows of audience, like intimate room, and it was probably about an hour of performance from the Jabberwockies, and it's fucking sick the whole way through.
So it's very intimate and you are part of the performance. Like everything that they do, it feels very interactive. And the show's called Timeless. And the whole point of it is kind of like going through music and time in different areas and stuff. So they do a lot of different styles. They do West Coast, they do East Coast, they do the South. Like they do all that. Then they go back through like 90s, 80s, 70s, all that shit. But all of it has a lot of like fun storytelling, like gimmicks and shit. A lot of video wall. Like they play with the video wall a lot. Kev, if you bring up the Jabberwockies Timeless video without audio, just to kind of give a visual for people to understand, like, so this is them doing like the Bay Area a bit. I think like Ghost Ride the Whip's playing right now, but like they are just so cool, like so interactive with the background and stuff. And then if you go to the other video I sent with the lasers,
God, the lasers are so fucking cool.
So this is something I tried to do at my wedding, and it just didn't pull off the way I wanted it to. But they do this sick ass laser manipulation, where there's like lasers shooting above them, and they're like pretending to like interact with them.
Oh,
That's cool as shit.
Like this shit right here.
whoa! Like it's strumming like a string.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
It's so freaking sick.
dude? That is
That's
really
sick.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He grabbed that
He grabbed
shit.
the laser. Cool.
What
as
the
hell.
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So this is what we're talking about, all right? Like this show was fucking incredible. Crowd losing their minds and all that shit.
God, if I was drunk watching this, I'd be like, this is the greatest thing man has ever
Greatest
done.
goddamn thing. So okay, you can just pause it here, Kev.
That's so
and now I
sick.
need to tell y'all a story, all right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we
They
go.
pulled you up on stage.
Yeah.
No! What?
So there's this audience participation.
Oh no!
Oh my god! For audio listeners, there's a video
Don't play.
of Tim
Of course.
being pulled on stage.
I don't even remember this part. I don't remember there being audience participation.
part where it kind of turns into, I think that this is when they're doing the like the timeline thing of going back, and like it hits like the 60s or 70s, and they start doing like a dating game type thing. Like they have they still are wearing the masks, but they have like a shitty wig on, and they're
Okay.
like, hey, come on down, like. Who's got talent? Like, let's get people here. And they're like trying to get the audience to participate and stuff. And like, I was not pushing for it, but geez, like, Tim, you got to do it. You got to do it.
You have to
know
do
how that
this
goes.
for the
There's
story.
always the like, the group you're with was like, oh, blessing, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know
This
what I mean?
guy could dance.
And so there's a bunch of pockets of that all happening. And I'm still kind of playing it like kind of chill, but like, you know, she's like, dude, you should do it. I was just like, I don't know what they're going to ask me to do. I'm like, I can't dance. Like, what the fuck? And they didn't tell us. Like, we didn't know what was happening. So at some point, she's just like points at me and starts yelling and shit. One of the guys, again, in the mask, so you don't get any type of facial understanding or whatever, looks straight at me and just puts his finger out, points at me, and like does the like shh
That's so funny.
motion. And I'm like,
quiet motion,
what
quiet
the
down.
fuck did that mean? Like, what the fuck? And she looks at
Don't
me
say
like,
anything.
that was weird,
That's
but
you.
okay.
Don't say anything.
So then they go and they're like, all right, let's bring up our first person. And like, they just bring up some random like person stands up, and it's karaoke. Like they're just having people sing
Perfect.
these songs while they dance or like do shit. And it was like a real brief thing. It was like 5 seconds of somebody just like there's like a roulette that plays and it chooses a song. They sang a little bit and like they go through some different eras. Then they did the second one and then the third and the fourth, and they're building up. Each one's getting progressively longer and longer. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, thank God they didn't choose me because I don't know all these songs.
Right.
Like straight up, just
Did
don't
they give you
know
the words
songs.
to the song?
Yeah, but like it's not really.
Right, but it's like songs you don't know the word.
It's a video
melody
while
to.
I'm like off angle,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
so I'm like, oh man, like I'm not stressing because I'm like, oh, I
Mr.
think that I got
Jabberwocky, I need a
past
better setup for this.
like, come on.
Come to our studio. Come to our studio.
I'm there and I'm just like, okay, this is probably good. I'm also like, I can't dance, but more so, I can't sing. Like I can't carry a note. Like I have rhythm. I do not have any vocal ability.
Your pitch is not your best asset.
Exactly.
We'll just put
exactly.
it that way.
So I'm like, oh, what's like? I hope that I'm not chosen here. But then they're like, all right, now for our final one. They walk straight up to me.
Yep.
And like he looks
Like,
at me
fuck.
like motions like it's time. And he starts like going like this. And I'm like,
Holy shit.
oh shit. So then I stand up.
It's just the aria from Step Brothers.
And like,
I
I can't sing. I can't sing at all. But I need you all
I'm
to
going to ruin your show, Mr. Jabberwocky.
I need you to watch this. It's about a minute, and I cut it.
Oh, this
down.
is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
It'll flip. Don't worry.
Good job, Gia.
She timed that flip really well.
Oh, shit.
So stop
This is the
believing.
moment I'm like, okay, I know the song.
Yeah, good. Thank God.
You picked the right octave.
Yeah,
big
you got a
dog.
good octave for yourself. Because you're a hard baritone. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Got a big pop there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Killing it. Holy shit, dude.
Beautiful.
They kept adding hella O's.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that happened.
That's awesome.
And I was like, I did not expect that. And then what I really
Always be
didn't
ready.
expect was after the show, I go to the bathroom and no less than 10 people come up to me like, bro, you killed it, man. Like, holy shit. They thought I was a plant because like I just had so much more energy than any of the other people that went up. And she walks out of the
unbelievable.
bathroom and I'm talking to these two Asian girls. And she just eventually like she sees what's happening and they walk away and she goes, I really felt like I was interrupting something right there. Like she was just like they were talking to you.
Tim's about to get some groupies on right now.
100%.
That's
Like, They literally
amazing.
thought I was part of the show, which is so fucking
I'm
funny
telling you,
to
Blessing,
me.
it just
It's
finds
getting
it.
horny.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I need to go back to
Just
the
finds
Jabberwockies.
It's getting horny goat balls.
You see what I'm saying? Like there's
spectrum.
an
That was
alternate
awesome.
reality where Gia walks up, introduces herself, foursome.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, did not expect to be part of Jabberwockies.
That's incredible.
That's
That's cool
amazing.
as shit.
But so that wasn't the end of the night, though. The end of the night was the 10 p.m. showing of Magic Mike. Okay.
It's got to be late.
Brought me
And-
up on stage.
No, question for you. Do they do an early showing of this? Because
You can't have this at 1 p.m.
This shit needs to start at 10 p.m.
No, Jabberwockies was at like 5, and then this was at 10. I think there was like a 7 p.m. show for Magic
Okay.
Mike.
Going to the matinee like after the lunch buffet.
I'm not eating prawns watching fucking Magic Mike.
So I need to, before we watch any videos, I just need to explain to y'all what Magic Mike in Las Vegas is.
I need to know.
They literally take the movie, Andy, that we watched for in review and try to translate that to a stage show.
Translates perfectly.
And when I say
the
try,
movie of them trying to make the stage show.
yes,
Okay.
It's the last movie, right?
it's more like the last movie than anything.
Than the first one, right? Yeah.
But there's a lot of similarities to the first of each one of them needing
It's
their
a-
own
it's
little
a love
gimmick,
letter
having
to
their
the
own
is there a
thing.
moment where he was it Salma Hayek?
Mm-hmm.
Does he bang Salma Hayek by
Oh,
doing the thing
man.
where he lifts himself out of his pants and I immediately get a
insane.
boner?
I'm so happy you asked that, Nick, because the answer is pretty much yes.
Fuck yes,
All
there
right.
is.
So I'm telling
Fuck
y'all right
yes,
now,
there
again,
is.
before we even look at anything, this show is fucking incredible. You are in, it's not the Jabberwockies room. This room is epic. It is set with so many secrets. When you walk in and you start looking around, you're like, oh, they're about to have some fun tonight. Like there are so many set pieces that are just all around. It's like 360 stage. So they're in the center and everyone's looking at them. And when I say everyone, I mean no less than 300 women.
Yeah.
And maybe 6 guys.
Yeah, of course. Six
Fuck
of the
yeah.
six of the most secure men in their sexuality ever.
And I am one of those people, and I'm telling everybody, it's like dudes,
I would see the fuck
watch
out of
this
this
fucking
show.
show. It's so
would see the hell out of
goddamn
this show.
cool. And everyone is losing their minds. Like every single person there is there to have the most fun in the world. And they fucking do. So here's what this is. You go in and I don't want to spoil everything, by the way. I'm going to show a lot of things. I am going to say a lot of stuff, but there's certain bits I'm not going to spoil from this. Even so, I'm just trying to convince more people to see this because we need a sequel, baby. I want a new show next time I go back. It kind of starts off how you kind of would expect, just dudes shirtless,
Stripping
stripping
a
a little
little
bit.
thunder from down
Little
under.
baby
ass
gyrating,
moment.
you
Yeah,
know?
little hips moving.
But then pretty quickly they start
We get like
doing
a dancing bear involved.
well,
Spectrum.
they start getting crowd participation. All right. And this isn't Tim singing fucking Don't Stop Believing. All right.
Right.
This is them taking
Women
up
getting freaked
the
on.
horniest women I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
On stage, on top of a piano, like anywhere they can put them.
Yeah. You
They're
gotta put them
going.
up there.
All right. And
We're in the wrong profession.
That's how you
gets-
do. Let's get abs and we go.
Dude,
it
I'm
gets so insane so quickly. And of course, the whole thing's kind of building up to get to Pony.
Of course.
Like you got to do. They keep teasing. They keep hinting
course.
at the whole time, right?
It was like Kendrick teasing, not like us.
Honestly, it felt very much like that. So this is me and G at Magic Mike. All right, so you can kind of see the big stage in the center there, right?
Are those like okay? So those are
So
tables
this
in the
looks, yeah, I mean, this looks
back. Like,
exactly how
like you're not like auditorium. People are at little tables with like their drinks and shit.
There's like maybe like 10 rows or so
Okay.
surrounding the entire thing,
I see.
and then it's multi-layered. Like there's a lot going on
cool.
here.
Okay,
all right?
cool.
So, Kev, go to the video, the pony, and we can just watch this through, just so you can get a sense of like the tone of the place.
You gotta hit that flip.
So it's like,
Let's do this.
Look at them.
look at insane.
God damn.
They all look like Channing Tatum. They're the Tatums.
And so like multiple times throughout the show, they all just run into the audience and just start dancing with everybody.
Yeah.
All right, people are just losing their goddamn minds. But that's like, all right, cool. This is kind of what you expected from
Yeah.
that show, right?
Shirtless dudes dancing to Pony.
Right?
Dancing to
That's
Genuine.
it.
Yeah.
It so quickly turns into the most fucking insane shit I've ever seen. Kev, can you play the drummer video? Oh no, the thing. So Nick, this
Oh
is
my lord.
Yeah.
this is some crowd participation.
Yeah. Not a plant.
Oh my
gotta get ripped.
God. We gotta get ripped.
ripped.
Well, I mean, I'm married.
They're like Spider-Man just climbing on all these fucking ladders. and
Montoya
jumping off
watching this
balconies.
video.
No,
Isabella!
Shit's fucking wild. By the way, all these videos on YouTube, so we're fine to show them. Like they're not claimed on the other
All right,
things, so
perfect.
we're fine here. Because like something I'm about to show you is a lot. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But first,
This
so
is the horniest episode.
a lot of
really
Spider-Man
is.
shit
What did I
going
say?
on. All right. But the moment I lost my shit was when all of a sudden the music stopped sounding pre-recorded and it sounded like there was live drums happening, but I couldn't place where they were coming from. And then I realized, press play, Kevin. They're descending from the sky.
Holy shit!
You have to.
It's the ripped shirtless man drumming.
And I'm like, this is absolutely fucking insane. Pause it here, Kev.
This is wild.
They were like,
dude.
Randy, you play drums?
It's like, I
We gotta
didn't-
get. Well, let's include that.
Yeah,
somehow.
we got a thing that goes to the sky.
While this is happening, one of them is singing the song. There's a piano. They have a woman from the crowd laying on the piano being serenaded to personally by the singer. This drummer descending from the fucking skies.
Crushes
right?
the woman on the piano.
just like, there's the whole room is like the set at this point. Like there's no like eye line because it's like there's things to look at
amazing.
everywhere.
It's amazing.
Then
It's like being in line at Disneyland before a ride. Like it's like everything. It's
Whoa,
like
yeah.
interactive.
Fun.
then you think the drummer thing is like, okay, cool, that's cool enough. Like that's as far as they're gonna push this. Go to the next drum video, Kev.
Yeah. Oh.
My
Crowd
God.
participation. There's like go back to just the woman straddling the drummer. He continues to. This video's not doing it too much justice. He continues to fucking rock out while she's just like grinding
She's
on
so
him.
happy.
And this is just a random woman. Like,
So drunk and just having a great time.
it was so insane. And
There's
then
the guitars over there.
What's the deal with the guy next to the guitars that looks like he's making out with that random woman?
Yeah, who's
Dude,
slow dancing
shit's
with his
great, I'm
mom?
telling you, man, it was just fucking insane.
If I'm one of the women at these things, I'd be like, nobody record.
Yeah, you
Because,
gotta
like,
put your phone
shit's
away.
gonna
dude.
get
What
out
happens in
there.
break?
Yeah.
I am a CEO.
something's getting you.
They were ready, Andy. They
That's
were
awesome.
screaming. Like, I've never heard an audience like this in my life. It was so nuts. But don't go yet, Kev. I just need to set this up. So much crowd participation throughout the show. And I'm telling you right now, there's even cooler things than what I'm about to show that I don't want to spoil. Like, there's some crazy shit in this show. But they keep bringing up crowd participation. And I would say that, like, 80 to 90% of it was like authentic actual audience members, and then there's a couple like planned bits that like clearly it's like, okay, like the host of the show, for example, like is a woman they bring from the crowd, and then she's like, actually I'm the fucking
He's
host.
hosting, yeah.
When you say you don't want to spoil stuff,
Yeah,
you're talking
He means right now.
no, but like you're talking
set pieces,
okay,
and, like
not
big
penetration.
wow moments. No,
Okay.
no penetration.
Jesus, Andy.
I mean, it just sounds like there's some crazy stuff. Is them saying
No, but in terms of like spectacle and like what the fuck, this is bigger than I expected this
Gotcha.
show to
Okay.
be. But this is definitely one of the bigger moments because they choose somebody to come up and they build it up. It's like there's the main character. His name is Mike. He's not the Magic Mike, but you know he's a Magic Mike. This is his origin story, and he's on the center of the stage, and he's about to do a private dance with a lucky contestant or a lucky audience member, and they bring her up, and he starts dancing with her, and it's like she's super into it, but then it starts getting wet, and it starts raining.
Oh, they do the rain
They
sequence.
do the rain
Oh,
sequence from
shit.
Magic fucking Mike.
The
And she's
front
all
door.
like, she's starting to get wet. And she's just like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden she busts in and she's part of the show.
that shit
She-
rocked. That
That's
scene was
awesome.
awesome.
She is so
That's
good.
incredible.
And now, Kev, just please play. Please play the water dance.
This was incredible. This scene was
I just
awesome.
let it play out. The shit y'all about to see. Strap in, everybody.
Strap it on.
Shit gets sexy.
This guy's got a donk on it.
Look at
Holy
this. And
shit.
look what she's about to do with her hair.
Oh, that just went right into his face.
Damn.
And then we're back to that. He's getting-
And she's not part of the show.
getting
That's an
destroyed.
audience.
That was an audience member, yeah.
Word is they're still doing that.
You see, I'll tell you one thing right now. You see your wife do that, you're like, shit's never gonna be the same.
Yeah, no,
It's never gonna be the same with us.
Our
Anyway,
relationship
that-
has
Oh my
changed.
God. I don't
Y'all
have
need
what
to
it
see
takes.
that shit. It was fucking wild, man. Such a good time. Such a fun show. All of them, man. Like Jabberwocky's Timeless, Magic
Man.
Mike, Nas, if you can see it, The Sphere. What a
we gotta
good
go to
time.
Vegas. Me
We
and you.
gotta go to Vegas.
go watch Magic Mind
I
Mike
would do
together.
that. I would love to do that with you.
All
The
right.
Sphere, dude. Fucking the Sphere, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like Andy and Tim had very similar trips. Let us know what you guys thought of today's horniest ever episode of the podcast. And Greg Miller, if you've made it this far, we miss you. We hope this turned you on. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you.